Hey guys, I'm Carly from All the Pretty Books. Hello and welcome to my channel today. If you're new here, I want to say hello and welcome. I've been collecting Harry Potter books since around 2009. That's rare and signed Harry Potter books. And then I started collecting translations, which is what you see around here in around 2014. My rare and signed books live in another room in the house. And for those who are coming back, y'all are great. I always enjoy talking to you guys and I always enjoy our interaction. So thank you so much for your support. I thought I would talk about something pretty fun. It'll be probably a shorter video, but it's still fun nonetheless. I won something on eBay that I actually did not know existed. So that's always fun when you find something that you didn't know was even a thing. And I got it for $20. I don't know what the value is, so right now we'll say it's $20. I had not seen one before. That does not mean however rare or common they are. Just I don't always pay attention on eBay right now anyway. I'm so busy. But anyway, what it is a preview copy of MinaLima edition of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And a preview copy is somewhat similar to like a proof copy, review copy, advanced reader copy, in that it is presented to the public before publication to drum up like interest in the series and to try to get more people to buy that specific edition of the book. They also had previews for the Jim Kay books 1 through 4. I haven't seen 1 for 5, but that doesn't mean anything. I have books 1 through 4 up in my shelves back behind me. Preview copies of those. And I think they're just really neat. So preview copies, just kind of a general, what are they? Like I said, they're given out to members of the public, usually, sometimes members of the media, and press and whatnot, but they're used to, drum up interest in the book, essentially. And they are handed out for free to the initial person who receives them from wherever they receive them from. They're maybe mailed out. You can sometimes sign up to receive advanced reader copies or previews of certain things. Usually proofs, advanced reader copies will be the full text block. A preview is exactly that. It's just a few short pages of the book. This preview specifically, I think, is just snippets from like chapters 4, 6. It has about the author, about the illustrators. It shows off the beautiful illustrations on the front and back covers. And it has an interactive element as well to show how those work if you've not, seen that in book 1. So it's just a preview, a sneak peek of the book. So that's kind of one of the differences as well between previews and advanced reader copies and proofs and things like that. So to drum up excitement, like if I were to be given this by someone at like a book fair or something, I would probably be very interested and want to buy the book. And what I really like is when we open the preview copy here, we have the same kind of paper that you get on the paste down or the inside of the Chamber of Secrets MinaLima edition. So readers kind of get the full, like this is going to be a well thought through, beautiful book. The preview paper itself is nice. The title page is really lovely. You open up and we're in chapter 3 with the burrow, and it's beautiful, colored pages and well saturated. If you haven't seen book 1, because again, this was given out before book 2. So if you haven't seen book 1 and you were given this, I would also be interested in buying because it's interesting. And the stories, so we don't really need to include those, but they're letting you see the artwork that's included. And the artwork is stunning. If you haven't flipped through the Chamber of Secrets or any of the MinaLima Harry Potter books, they really are lovely. They really are. And then the interactive element that they included looks like Harry, where he went to the wrong fireplace with the Flu Network. And you have to slide the element up and down so he can come up, and there's the Weasleys. Greenhouse is really, really nice for those moments. I don't know. I think this is a well planned out preview, not that I thought it wouldn't be. This was put together by Scholastic. We know that because on the back it has the Wizarding World logo and then Scholastic here at the bottom. I am curious where this was given out. The person who I bought it from on eBay just had a bunch of things for sale and really didn't have a lot of answers for me. So I'm curious. So one of the things that I've noticed that Scholastic does is at the Book Expo of America in the summer, they hand out a lot of different promotional material. That's when I've heard that the Jim Kay previews were also handed out to members of the public there, as well as, the BEA, the Book Expo of America edition of Order of the Phoenix from 2004 was handed out there. There are 5,000 of those that were given out there. So, it's not uncommon for Scholastic to do things at the Book Expo of America in the summer, so I would not be surprised if that's when this came out, especially considering the book itself, Chamber of Secrets MinaLima edition, came out in October 2021. So summer would have been a great time to hand this out, summer beforehand. Drum up interest in the book. They tell you there is a book one on the backside here. It's now available. And they've just given you this really cool flip through copy. And if I were someone who didn't know much about the editions or that they existed, I would certainly be very interested after flipping through this. So on the backside, it also says partial preview for solicitation only. I thought that was interesting. It says, coming fall 2021, prepare to be dazzled for this new edition of J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, designed and illustrated by MinaLima. With over 150 full-color illustrations and 8 exclusive interactive papercraft elements, readers will travel via the Floo network, watch out for the Whomping Willow, reveal the spiral staircase to Dumbledore's office, pull mandrakes from their pots, and more. This keepsake edition is the perfect gift for Harry Potter fans of all ages, a beautiful addition to any collector's bookshelf, and an enchanting way to introduce this beloved series to a new generation of readers. On sale, October 19th, 2021. So that's the official date it went on sale. It has the ISBN. It format hardcover with 8 interactive papercraft elements. Price, $37.99. Page count, 400. Ages, 8 and up. Grades 3 and up. And then it says down below, national marketing and publicity campaign, custom retail displays and promotions, global social media. And then, of course, we've discussed the now available, and it also gives the ISBN for the book 1 over here under the book 2. So, they are trying to drum up interest in the series of MinaLima books itself, which I think is interesting. This is the only preview of the MinaLima books I've seen. I'd seen the Jim Kay after the Book Expo of America would kind of disperse and everyone would go home. I would see be putting several Jim Kay previews from whatever Jim Kay new Harry Potter Illustrated edition would be coming out next, being listed for sale on eBay. And I would just buy them for $20, $25. And that's how I got all of them. But I didn't see that same thing go on with the MinaLima books, and I did watch for that specifically because I like to collect previews. I like to collect advanced reader copies, proofs, and things like that because I'm interested in the publication history of books as well as the final product of the book. So I find it interesting. I don't know if they did a preview copy for book 1. I would think so. It would make sense to do that. They did for Jim Kay book 1. So it would make sense that they would for MinaLima. I just haven't seen them. And there may not have been that many given out because this is the only one that I've seen of any of the MinaLima books given out. So I don't know how many were made either. But if you happen to know more of the story, I would love to hear from you. You can email me at alltheprettybooks1@gmail.com. You can leave me a comment down below. You can get me over on Instagram at alltheprettybooks. I would just love to know more about where these guys came from, how many they were, if book 2 is the only one that was made, or if they made one for all 3, because I would like to know if I need to keep a watch out for books 1 and 3, because I would like to have all of them if possible. I'm also curious if there are preview copies for the Bloomsbury books, MinaLima books 2, because I do know Bloomsbury made preview copies for the Jim Kay books. I have a couple behind me too. So I don't know. I know nothing more than really what I've told you about this guy, which I think is cool. I love getting on eBay and finding new things. It's part of the reason I enjoy book collecting. I love jumping on eBay and just being like, and then getting real excited and finding something and then showing someone and they're like, hi, I didn't know that was a thing. And then we talk about it. That's what we kind of did with the preview. And that's one of the things that makes book collecting really fun, is the finding new stuff. Peter and I have some wonderful stories like that. Melanie and I, Eric and I, we've all just kind of chatted back and forth about, what is this? I don't know. Are you going to buy it? Well, are you going to buy it? I don't know. Are you going to buy it? And we do that until someone buys it or someone else who's not us buys it. And then we're both mad. And all of that has happened. Alrighty, that does it for today's video. I know it was a little bit shorter, but, I don't have a lot of information to share. If I get more information, I will happily share with an update, because I would like to be able to know more about it. I think they're interesting. If you would like more Harry Potter content, I do co-host a podcast called Dialogue Alley with Melanie, Eric, and sometimes Peter, and we are the official podcast of the Potter Collector, and we have a lot of fun. Melanie and I just recorded an episode earlier tonight, season 6, episode 4. We had a lot of fun. If you have any questions about collecting Harry Potter books, don't hesitate to reach out, and I always look forward to chatting with you, answering your questions and whatnot. Sometimes it may take me a little bit because I think we're all just really busy. So a little bit of patience, if you don't mind. And with that, I'm going to say y'all are great. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting and good night.